Hey YouTube, what's up? It's Robert Anton here. So you want to be a singer? Listen, we talked a while ago about having a side job. And a side job can be more than just a side job naturally. If you plan and you keep in sight what you're there for. Case in point, I was in Ottawa not too long ago and I went to a restaurant, a little British themed restaurant. And the waitress happened to be an artist. And during the course of the meal, she told us all about her art. She showed us some slides. We talked. I gave her my card. And it was an enjoyable experience. I don't know if she does this with every single person, but I have a feeling that she feels out the type of people who would be interested in her art. She's a waitress. She does this for a living. This is her side job. But while she's doing this side job, she's also promoting herself. She's promoting her art. Is she going to get sale from this? She might. My friend actually happens to be a businessman, or the person I was there with, and often buys art for his office or for his clients, so he also will have her information if she ever writes me, and she hasn't written me yet. So she hasn't done her full job. She started out, but she hasn't written me, and she hasn't followed up. But if she does follow up, there's a possibility that she'll get a sale or two out of it. So no matter what you do, when I was working as a waiter, which I did for years, I ended up finding jobs in New York as a singing waiter. That way we performed there, and people got to see us. I sold some music there. I always sent people to my sites. And I also got quite a few jobs from singing, including what I do now, singing at weddings and corporate events and all that. The first person that got me into that actually saw me there, gave me his card. I followed up. That night I called and he said, "Oh, I'm surprised that you called." And he invited me to come down and do a paid audition with him at a gig, which I did. And from there on he started training me basically as the wedding singer. So, you have to work your side job, no matter what it is. If you're a computer technician, maybe the people at your job need, performances, or if they know you sing, maybe they have a friend who has a friend who's a producer. So always work your side job. Also, sometimes it helps if you pick a side job that has something to do with music. So if you are good as an engineer, maybe you want to work in a recording studio where you will meet let's say other named producers and or artists. Even people like, I think I spoke before, people who like sweep up at a recording studio still get to meet people, and they get to talk to people, and they get to learn how things work, and they can work their way up. The story of David Geffen starting working out in the mail room, and look where he is now. He worked out of the mail room of a studio, of a major studio, and he became multi-millionaire, studio head, executive CEO, owner. So wherever you start out from, remember, if you keep in the forefront what your goal is. I'm going to be a performer. I'm going to be a singer. I'm working this job in order to make that happen. If you are talented and people like you, and that's a big thing, that people like your personality, and they like because performers have a tendency to be vivacious. They're talkative, and when you get them to talk about what they do, they just come out of their shell. It's exciting to say, yes, last year I toured with Smokey Joe's Cafe, and we went to London, we went to Brazil, and people want to know these things because many of them have their mundane lives where they work a regular job, and that's all they want to do. That's all they see. That's what they like to do. They don't like to be out in the forefront. Performers are totally different. They like to be out in the forefront. They like to be loved and adored. They like for their talent to be looked at and appreciated. And if that's what you really need, then no matter what job you do, you need to work that job. Let everyone know what you do, what your passion is, where you want to go in life, and you will get there. Someone will help get you there. All right.